Hey everybody, Creed556 here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a beginner guide on Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, I'm going to be showing you what to get, what to buy, where to go, and pretty much all the basic shit. So I'm going to assume that most newer players didn't buy the DLCs, so we're going to be going out with non-DLC weapons and non-DLC items. So, I don't know how it is for PC, but I know on console, you start out with the Caversham over-under shotgun, the Ranger 243, and the 357 Magnum. Now, I recommend you get rid of most of those immediately. I recommend when you're first starting out, just carry the Ranger 243 because it's the best out of all three. Now with the Ranger, I recommend you get some money because on console, I'll know how it is for PC. Sorry for my PC guys who played this game, but you know, you start out with the 270. I don't know which one. You start out with, I think it's the 270 Stradivarius on console for free. You start out completely for free. Well, I did personally. I got it completely for free. Uh, so I recommend as soon as you get enough money, get the 270 along with the Hyperion scope. Now, I recommend only getting the Hyperion scope. The Hyperion scope is one of the best in the game. Easily one of the best in the game. The Argus adds way too much rifle sway. So Hyperion, just stick with that. And yeah, all right. So for skills, it depends what you want, but I'll show you the best skills in the entire tree. Track knowledge. It reveals information about the first level, reveals the gender, and yeah, that's just obviously good because you want to know what you're shooting. The second level reveals group size when investigating need zones and health when investigating blood trails. That is beyond useful, just so you can know what health it is when you shot it. Uh, and level 3 gives you weight and fur type for disturbed vegetation, which is beyond fantastic. Highly recommend as soon as you can get to tier 4, get disturbed vegetation. It'll be able to show you albinos, great ones, fucking any fur type in the game, it'll show you. Soft feet, always good. It just makes you quieter. I have hardened, which I could take off, but I don't see why I would because there's nothing else that's good. Obviously, max out locate tracks because it's just useful. Improvised blind, also not necessary, but I went for it. Endurance, absolutely necessary, completely necessary, because it makes your heart rate rise slower and fall faster. Innate triangulation. This one also isn't that required, but get it. Connect the dots. That one's really good, but it's not important. Now, I do not have anything in the ambusher tree except spotting knowledge, because that is literally also one of the best things in the whole game. Tells you basically when you spot an animal, all the information you need on it. And level 3 gives you your trophy rating and weight, which is beyond important. Trophy rating is where you can know if it's a guaranteed diamond, a guaranteed troll, whatever it is. Completely necessary. I'll give you all a couple seconds to look at both my builds here, so you can, pause and copy if you need to. Now for perks, invest in shotguns first. Put 1 point into both eyes open. Immediately get fast shouldering. Immediately get body control and recoil management. All 4 of these perks are the best perks in the entire perk tree, beyond the shadow of a doubt. Completely necessary in every situation. Handguns, I think I just went for lightning hands, which makes you reload faster. Not necessary, but very useful. Ranger basically makes your spotting distance more accurate, also completely necessary. Survival instincts, not that necessary, but I like it. Sprint and load, most important perk of the game, grab it. Unlocks the ability to reload weapons while running. I shouldn't have to tell y'all guys how good that is. For rifles, zeroing is the only perk you will ever need in this game, and that is a guarantee. Zeroing is the only R1 perk you'll need. Fuck windage, fuck any other green perk you see in the entire tree. Zeroing. You can read what it does. If you know what zeroing is in real life, you'll know why it's completely necessary. Breath control is also completely necessary. Now, I'll move on to some other shit. Let's say, or let me quickly go harvest something and show y'all. All right, so let's say you find something that you want to taxidermize and put in your lodge. Well, let's say you also don't have the money for it because you're just starting out. You could do this right here. I just shot this elk, and let's say I want to taxidermize her because, for example, she was a rare, or she was, obviously can't happen because female elk can't make diamond. Let's say she's a diamond in this example, or a rare. I actually don't know. I didn't get a look at her. She was in the bushes, so she could be a very much a rare, and this example fits really well. Let's go find her. Did she die yet? Oh no. Oh no. I forgot. Oh, I've become too reliant. Speaking of, if you do have the extra money, I'd highly recommend picking up the high caliber weapon pack. It comes with a 45-70 handgun, which is pretty fun, but obviously, not the biggest difference maker. Comes with a 10 gauge shotgun, which is very good because that means you won't have to grind your shotgun score. Speaking of score, each weapon has a score, and some things are locked behind a score count. Where'd you see that? So, for instance, let's say you have no shotgun score, you need like 2,000 to unlock a certain 12 gauge from the shop. So you have to use a shotgun, kill animals with the shotgun to get it up. But if you buy a weapon pack, it's not score dependent. So you can immediately buy the weapon and the ammo for it, which is just fucking magnificent because it is such a pain in the ass trying to grind score for a weapon you want. So yeah, if you have the spare money, buy a weapon pack. And obviously, if you have the spare money, buy maps. But if you can't, that's also fine. There are plenty of fun species you can hunt. And Great One grind on Latent Lakes. Me personally, I have my moose grind on Latent Lakes, which, if y'all have seen my other videos, I have 3 moose Great Ones off this map. 1 from this zone, and 2 from this one. Which I'm currently grinding for my 4th Moose Great One. 4th Moose Great One, yeah, that, exactly. Currently grinding for my 4th Moose Great. I did it again. You know what? That stays in. That makes the cut. Currently grinding for my 4th Moose. I can't say that. Okay. New word I can't say. I have a lot of lisps. I have a lot of speech problems. So apparently I cannot say 4th Moose. 4th Moose. 4th Moose. Okay, cool. Good to know. Can't say that. Alright, and we're back. I cut out most of the walk-in so you guys would have to sit through it, and we barely got a vital hit on her. And also, if you're new to the game, you might not know about this, but each animal has their own specific class, ranging from a class 1, which is bunnies, small birds, things like that, to class 9, which is bison, lions, tigers, fucking all the massive creatures. Elk fall under 7, so you want to use something with preferably a class 4 to 8, but you can also use class 3 to 7. Really just dependent on you. She's obviously not worth anything, but let's say I don't have the money to taxidermize her. I can hit save harvest. She's now my save harvest, and I can go to my hunting lodge. Let's go to my main lodge. All right, now we're at the lodge. So what you want to do? Is you're going to want to go to your trophy manager. You're going to want to go to your saved harvest. You're going to want to pick whatever you saved. I have just a whole bunch of shit saved. I have no idea why. And you're going to want to taxidermize it. Now, let's say, oh, I actually don't want whatever I just taxidermized. So, for instance, let's say, oh, I just, taxidermied something I didn't want. So for that, you're going to want to go back to trophies, and you're going to want to go to whatever you just taxidermized, and hit square or whatever it is on your, on your device, whatever you're using, Xbox controller, PlayStation controller, mouse, keyboard, and delete it. I was so worried I accidentally deleted my White Soul Great One, I probably would have cried. And yeah. So speaking of lodges, let's say you didn't buy one of the lodges. Me personally, I bought the Sassafra Safari because it's, I think, in my opinion, the best lodge. But there's also another lodge called Spring Creek, which is a little smaller, but it has a lot more scenery to it. Me personally. Oh, Wait, no, Sasquatch is better. It just has more. It has more gun displays. It has gun displays. So yeah, it's flat out better. So you highly recommend buying Saska Safari. And let's say, for example, whatever you just taxidermied, you want to put it on. Do I even have any free space? Hold on. Let's say you want to put it on. So you want to put it on something like this. I have a rain. Okay, I do have a reindeer harvested. You're gonna want to walk up to whatever you want to put your trophy on. Click your interact button, place it, and yeah, now it's there. Oh my god, he's so wonky. And you can hit whatever buttons it tells you for your poses, and you can switch through it, put it in whatever position you want. Me personally, I'd probably put a diamond reindeer in this position here because it's funny. All right, so let's say you guys don't really. Let's say you're really new to the game and you haven't played much at all. So a need zone is something an indication of where the animal eats, sleeps, or drinks. Personally, and not just personally, the whole communities, all the other content creators, Scarecrow, Lady, XEK, everyone. If you want to do a Great One grind, you're going to want to find every single one of your drink zones for whatever creature you want to do. For Moose, I had to find 103 zones and manage down 70% of them. So that means I had to manage down 70 Moose zones. But let's not worry about Great One guides. I already have a Moose Great One guide. I'll put that in the description. So let's say, for example, you wanted to go after a moose on Layton. You'd want to travel on the left side of the map and look specifically around lakes and rivers at 12 to 16. Yeah, 12 to 16. For coyotes, you'd look 0 to 4, whitetail 8 to 12, etc., etc. I don't know all the times. If you'd like all the times, you can join the official Hunter Call the Wild Discord, or you can look on other videos for whatever specifically you want to hunt. For bears, 4 to 8, and for elk, 4 to 8. Those are all the big important creatures on Layton. Obviously, there's other things that drink, but those are all the important things. There's blacktail, which drink from 16 to 20 on only the right side of the map. Elk also only drink on the right side of the map. And black bear, I think, drink at every single water location. And black bear are non-debatably the hardest grind in the game. Tar actually aren't that hard. Also, haha, Scarecrow messed up his great one tar, a gold one, and not even being a dick about it. It just, wow, how do you fuck that up? Crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. I mean, it's understandable. We all have slip-ups, but oh my god, I probably would have cried a river. I probably would have cried in myself into a coma. I would have been so fucking upset. And it took him almost 3,500 kills as well. I would have been completely upset. Now, I keep mentioning something called Great Ones. Now, there is a rarity level to creatures. There's Bronze, which is the lowest tier. There's Silver, which is obviously the middle tier. Or one of the two middle tiers. It's the lower of the middle tier. It's the lower half. And the most common creatures you'll run into are Silvers. There are Golds, which is of the upper higher tiers. Diamond, which is the highest tier most creatures have. But there are either 6 or 7 creatures which have a tier above Diamond, which is Great One. Great One is the very rarest thing in the game. Great Ones can take you thousands of kills to get. I mean thousands. My first moose kill, I never recorded it, but it took me 5 months of grinding for almost 2 hours every day. Almost 2 hours, sometimes up to 6. Every single day for 5 months. It was absolutely grueling. But when I finally got my first one, all the other grinds have been pretty smooth since then because I got a lot of knowledge from my first grind. Now I have, like I said, a dedicated moose grind, but I also need to make whitetail and fallow and all the other things. But the 6 or 7 creatures in the game with Great Ones are as follows: whitetail, moose, black bear, fallow deer, red deer, and tar. Tar is a new species, the newest Great One in the entire game. The first ever one was whitetail. And if you kill these creatures, you have a chance, even if it's your first kill, you have a chance to spawn in a great one. It could be your first whitetail kill, and you could go back to their zone. Great one. Not a guarantee. I'm not saying it will happen, but it is a chance. It can happen. I haven't gotten lucky enough to do so.
I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
I ought to chop your legs off. Motherfucker interrupted me. Uh, so yeah, obviously you're gonna want to look around lakes for drink zones. Feed and sleep zones can be literally anywhere within the boundaries of the map. I do mean literally everywhere. So I can't give you any specific locations to look for feed and sleep zones, but obviously for drink zones, this is one of the most popular lakes for moose. It is where I started my grind, and I have every single one of these locations completely herd managed. Now, what else? What else? What else? Oh, there's the codex. The codex doesn't fucking work. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The codex is really shit. For example, we'll go to my hunting profile, or not my profile, my hunting profile. Two great ones. Game, I have 5. That is completely inaccurate. I mean, this shit don't work. This shit is so horribly bad. Like, it's not good. Obviously, I showed you all my points, showed you all my XP. Level 60 is the highest level in the game, and be warned, if you are on PC and on console too, but it's a lot more rare on console, if you see anybody exceeding the level of 60, they are a hacker, 100%. Be wary of that. If you see people exceeding the level of 60, or just be on the lookout for signs, because cheating is pretty bad in this game. It's not like, a PvP game where it's wall hacks, but there are people who fly across the map. There are people who can damn near insta-spawn great ones. There are people who get all the perks in the game. Just be wary. Now, there's the Hunt Club beta, which you can sign up for completely free. All you need is a Google account, and that can give you some extra money. I mean, it's not important, but it's just something for a little extra money. And I believe that is the best beginner guide that I can come up with. So, if you're satisfied with the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that fun shit. And yeah, this is the Creed 556 signing off. Deuces.